Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are staying indoors, bad weather out there, but that doesn't mean we can't talk motorcycles. In fact, today is all about preparation. The 5 most important gadgets every touring rider should carry in 2025. Whether you're going for a weekend ride or planning a longer adventure, this list will save your nerves and maybe your trip. So let's start with the first gadget, which is already here on my table. A good tank bag is an absolute game changer. Quick access to all essentials, wallet, phone, glasses, documents, maybe some water, whatever. This is very, very helpful. I personally prefer the magnetic or quick lock version. No straps, just click and write. Some models even come with a transparent smartphone map holder on the top, or some USB ports. This is my tank bag at the moment. It's an SW Motec Day Pack. This model is a magnetic tank bag. On my Honda Transalp, I had one with a click mount system, which had some plastic down here with a quick mount. Then there was a ring on the tank and you can just snap it inside and it holds. Very fast, very easy to mount. But this time there's not such a mount for my tank bag for the Royal Enfield, so I decided to go for the magnetic one, which is also very fast. You just put it on your tank and it stays in place. So let's look at the details of this tank bag. On the top you have some mounting points here where you can snap in some accessories. You have a nice grip here on the front to carry it. Just one zipper to open it. Inside I already have something to drink. My sunglasses. If you are putting your mobile phone inside here, I would put it here in the top compartment. Down there are some strong magnets, so just in case you don't want to damage your camera, just put it in the upper apartment. At the moment there's a rain cover in here. This comes with the bag. You can put it on top if it's raining, works very good. Also when you are putting your mirrorless camera in here. Electronic devices, I would be careful with the magnetic bag, but anything else you can put in here. One small extra tip, this is something I always have with me. Some earplugs from Alpine, very good hearing protection. These are some rubber earplugs, and this protects your ears from the riding noise. One more detail of this tank bag is you can expand it. So there's a zipper here on the side. Just turn it around, and then you can expand the bag just in case you want to put a little bit more in it. So the expansion, very practical. In the standard size, this is 5 liters, and when you expand it, it gets up to 8 liters of volume, and you can get a lot of stuff in there. So a tank bag, absolutely essential for a road trip. Also when you are doing just small rides in the city or on the weekend, you get the most important stuff in here. Very practical, quite small, and easy to put on and off the bike. So tank bag, number 1. And if you are filming, navigating, or just staying connected, power is life. I always ride with a waterproof USB port installed on the handlebar. The Royal Enfield Meteor already has an USB port on the left side of the handlebar, which is very handy, so I can route all the cables to my smartphone or whatever directly from there. If I don't have it, I always put an USB port on the handlebar somewhere, because this is essential. You need some power there. Or if you don't want to do that, you can put a power bank here in your tank bag if you are using one, and route a cable down here and put it to the handlebar, which is also a very small distance. So this works too, just in case you don't have an USB port or you don't want to put one on your handlebars. Navigation while riding is a must, but safety is key. I use a mount with vibration dampening to protect the phone's camera. Some mounts rotate between portrait and landscape mode, which is super helpful when you want to switch from map view to app mode. When it comes to navigation, I use different tools. First one was always my smartphone, and there are a lot of different mounts available for your handlebars. I did a separate video about it, so I will put it up here. I will show you the mount that I'm using most of the time. It's from Peak Design, looks like this. Very cool design, very simple, and then just click it inside. It's magnetic, and that's it. And then just one push of the button here, you can take it off, switch it to horizontal mode, one push, take it off, back to vertical mode. Very easy to put on and take off, and I never had a problem with this Peak Design. Never fell off, vibration dampener works very good. So this is one of my solutions that I'm using. So first one is a regular phone mount, because one downside, and this is one of the reasons, just one small reason why I changed from a smartphone to another system, is just in case you have an accident and you are flying away from your bike on some country roads, lying there and you need some assistance. What are you doing? Your smartphone is on the handlebar. So if you cannot move, you cannot get to your bike, how will you set up a call? So a better solution is to have the smartphone on your body, in your pocket, so that you can reach it just in case you have an accident. This is my preferred method now. I always have the smartphone with me. And today there are several devices available with Apple CarPlay. The same for Android systems with Android Auto. But these devices are very handy, very easy to use. You can use different apps for navigation like Cardo Moto, Google Maps, whatever. You can listen to music, use Spotify. So all the apps that are on your smartphone which are compatible with Apple CarPlay, you can use it with this device. It has a touch screen on it, which works also with gloves. So I'm using these two systems. This is on my scooter, which is a Carpuride. It's a 7-inch display. I did a separate video about this too. And on my motorcycle at the moment, I'm using the Chigi AI05, which is a little bit smaller. It's a 5-inch display. Both are working very good. This one has a tire pressure monitor too, so one more security feature for my bike. And these are very handy. So in case of these connect via Bluetooth to my smartphone. This can stay on my body, in my jacket, and these are mounted on my motorcycle. So a very practical way for navigation. And of course, a flat tire can always ruin your day, unless you are ready. I always take a very compact tire repair kit with me and a mini air compressor. And especially on long rides. You can go from stranded to back on road in 10 minutes. So with a tire repair kit, of course, it depends what kind of tires do you have. I have tubeless tires, so it's quite easy. If you have tube tires, then of course it's a little bit different. You need some special tools. You have to take out the tube inside, maybe take some spare tubes with you. It's a little bit more complicated. With a tubeless tire, it's quite easy. I have this here, which is a tubeless tire repair kit from GV. Has everything inside that I need to repair a tire. These rubber stickies here, these are the tools to put it inside the hole that you have. You have some small air canisters to refill the tire with air. Some glue, of course, for these sticky things here. I have a small tool here to take out the valves and some spare valves just in case one is damaged. And I have some spare fuses always with me. So this is my tire repair kit for a tubeless tire. I'm not using these small air canisters to refill the tires, especially when I want to control the tire pressure and refill it a little bit. I'm using this here. This is a mini compressor with a battery. Works very easy. Just take it out, put it on the valve, and then just put your tire pressure here that you want. Motorcycle, you can change between bar and PSI. This works very good, and it's very small, so I always have this with me. So just to control the tire pressure, or just in case you have a flat tire and had to repair it, this works perfect. There's a small, you can of course recharge it. There's a rechargeable battery inside. And these two things I always have with me just in case I have a flat tire. Of course, I will put all the links to every product that I'm using down in the video description. One thing that's absolutely essential for a long ride is a good toolkit. And this is the one that I'm using. It's from Vera. And there's, in my opinion, everything inside that I need. It's super high quality and the most important tools are here. The other ones that I need are coming with the Royal Enfield. The other tools that you need are inside the bike most of the time. So with my Royal Enfield there comes a tool pouch and all the major and most essential tools are in there. But these in addition give me all the flexibility that I need just in case I have to fix some small stuff. And this is the toolkit that I'm always taking with me, in addition to the tool pouch that comes with the Royal Enfield. Another tip from my side is if you're doing a long distance ride, take this with you. Spare keys. So I always take, when I'm on a long road trip, I always take a second key of my bike with me. Also the second keys of all of my locks and the top boxes. Just imagine you have all the keys together, the motorcycle, the top box, the panniers, the locks, everything is on one keychain and you lose it. your holiday is finished. So I always have a spare key for everything that I need on my bike with me. Of course, I put it somewhere where it's safe, not at the same place where the other keys are. Always take a spare key with you when you are on a long distance ride. So one extra tip, this is a tool that I sometimes take with me instead of a power bank. This is a Noco Boost. It has 500 amps, 12 volts. It's not too huge like a normal big power bank, but there's a second feature with this one. You can put these clips on it, and just in case your battery is dead, you can restart your engine with this power bank. So very handy. You have here on the side there's a USB port that you can use as a power bank, and you have this light function coming with it. Also very handy just in case you have to find something in the dark or work on your bike. Very, very useful tool, not too big. Comes with a pouch, just put it in there. So this I'm taking very often instead of a power bank. Put it in my tank bag, use it with a cable to load my devices. Very, very handy. So these are the top 5 tools that I always take with me when I'm on a long distance ride. A magnetic or clickable tank bag, a USB charging port on your motorcycle, or a power bank in your tank bag. Then a smartphone holder or a navigation device for your motorcycle, always very important if you are traveling. For security reasons, tire repair kit and a mini compressor. And last but not least, a good toolkit and some spare keys. And very important, never forget your earplugs. So that's it, my top 5 motorcycle gadgets for touring in 2025. Of course, there are plenty more like heated grips, Bluetooth comms. Let me know in the comments what your essentials are and maybe I will test them out in the next time. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips, and until next time, stay safe, stay smart and keep riding. Cheers!